Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in a beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And boy, we've got a lot to cover. Again, Niantic with the machine guns. News, event, community day. News. So, this is what we got here, okay? Last video, we talked about Verizon teaming up with Niantic and being a partner. And the video before that, if you haven't seen that, check that out. Talked about Grubhub partnering with Niantic. Now, both of those seem to be North American only. And unfortunately, those of you in different parts of the world cannot take advantage of that unless somebody, well, gives you the code. How do I know this? I finally have a bunch of comments in my last video, and it's all people asking for codes. I don't have one. I'm not a Verizon customer, even though the carrier I have right now is technically Verizon. What I mean is they use Verizon's towers. I don't have a code, so I'm not able to take advantage of that. Other parts of the world, however, have an event going on. Let's start with that. Day of the Dead event. Yes, the Day of the Dead is in Mexico. That's typically, November 1st. I say that because you're like, Day of the Dead, well, what's the difference between that and Halloween? Well, the 30th of October, Devil's Night, 31st is Halloween, 1st is Day of the Dead. And they celebrate those who, I guess, are no longer here or what have you. It's very weird for me. I don't really celebrate any of those. That's not really for this video, but I enjoy Halloween for just the camaraderie, the costumes, no pressure to really enjoy it. Halloween for me is one of those holidays where, hey, I just leave my lights off. I don't answer the door if I don't feel like it. Or I get out there and give candy to kids. I put on a costume to be festive. I'm not really into horror movies, but that's not why you're here. Let's talk scary stuff. AR mapping. Maybe it's not scary, but the image I've got here is showcasing that very thing is there. Scan Faith Temple. So they want me to come up with a better picture or just use the AR mapping to scan it and I get 10 Pokeballs from that. I drove past it, not really thinking about it, thinking, oh, it shows it there, I can collect it. No, I've got to get it to where I do it before it turns green. So that's a thing now. Maybe it's been a thing for a while, but I haven't talked about it, so this is me talking about it, okay? Moving on, we have the return that was highly rumored of one Pokemon and the introduction of another. So this was speculation in the beginning. Here it is, added Pokemon. This is from Pokeminers. The Game Master was just updated with the stats for the following Pokemon assets were also added to the digest. And it's Galarian Ponyta, yes. And they've got Galarian Rapidash. I'm not sure if you need anything to evolve from Galarian Ponyta to Rapidash, but man, does that thing not look cute. I'm not a brony or anything, but if you are, no judgment, but I've got to get one of these. So that's what we're going to do when I cut from here. We're going to go on the prowl and look for those. I'd be remiss to tell you that I did not spend 800,000 Stardust. I didn't want to, but shout out to Rosalia Harley. I finally got my shiny Staryu. Couldn't find it in the wild. It was one of the Pokemon that I was like, why don't we have that from Gen 1 yet? All the Gen 1 starters should be out and in their shiny form. How did we get shiny Mewtwo and the shiny legendary birds, all three of them, before Staryu? Still waiting on Snorlax, but Snorlax on his own is a popular Pokemon. Staryu, not so much, so you would have figured a water event or something would have come by and they would have said, hey, instead of giving you shiny Magikarp Community Day, shiny Staryu, but I get it. You need 400 candies from Magikarp to Gyarados. But it's still just it's just one evolution, right? Two forms, one evolution. Staryu to Starmie, one evolution? Whatever. It's there. I was able to give her a Sentret, also one of my favorite shinies that I had multiples of, and she did that. So thank you, Rosalia, for that. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Look at him. I thought it would be like more of the games where he's kind of like got a white hue to him, but no, they gave this green one. It's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, we've got all of that out here. We covered Day of the Dead. So what was that other Pokemon that we were talking about here? I'd be far-fetched in telling you that the Galarian Ponyta is here because, well, Sword and Shield got an update. So if you're playing that on the Switch, well, you know that the Crown Tundra released its thing. And when they released the first DLC, what happened? They gave you the Galarian Farfetch'd, which you're looking at here. Difference in this picture here now is it's got some kind of adventure option. And what that means is you need to make Farfetch'd your buddy. So you can't just evolve it by just giving the 50 candy. You've got to make 10 excellent throws. I've made one of those so far. It's been hard to really get out. There's been a couple of Tauros where I've been like, yes, this is going to be the moment. And I don't get the excellent throw, and I end up catching them. But hey, we just need 9 more. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I will get a Sirfetch'd. It wouldn't be far-fetched to see me get a Sirfetch'd also in this video when it's done. So let's move into what they've got coming up, because a lot of people have been wondering, you know, hey, we've had Giratina. Darkrai is going to finish out this month because Ghost. But what's going to happen after that? November is really with a question mark. We don't know what the community day is going to be, and we really don't know what events are going to happen. But I speculated long ago that, hey, this is where they finally have to do something with Pokemon Home. If it's not November, obviously it's going to be December. We know December is going to be, you know, a free-for-all for all the other past community days. But man, what Pokemon are going to be there? So here they tell you right here. From the 23rd, you're going to get Darkrai up until that Thursday, November 5th, okay? So some familiar Pokemon are going to be returning. They don't tell you, or it says a familiar Pokemon. They don't tell you what Pokemon that is, but whatever it is going to be from the 5th to the 16th, okay? And that starts November 5th, your local time, at 1 p.m. From there, they've got Monday, November 16th, to Tuesday, November 24th, Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion will return. So kind of like these ghost Pokemon that are out now. Now, mind you, Darkrai is mythical and cannot be traded. Even if you just want a Darkrai, you've got to go get it. Nobody can give you one. But these others, they've been around before. Giratina's been around before. True, it's the origin form and not the other form. You've had time to get these. So if you've been here from the beginning or within the last 2 years, you're probably good on this. But, you know, a free pass is a free pass. A free remote pass is a free remote pass. But maybe you didn't get a Terrakion and Cobalion Virizion. Now you've got options here. It'll be interesting to see who wants what, because I did get the Virizion, but I did not get the shiny Terrakion. I also have the Cobalion shiny, so Terrakion raids, I'm here for them. Then what they've got here is stay tuned for more details on the featured raid boss that'll be in 5-star raids from Tuesday, November 24th at 1 p.m. your local time to Monday, November 30th at 1 p.m. So they're mixing it up there. They're letting you know that from the beginning of November, they're going to give you, you know, I don't know, 11 days to get all 3 of the... no, I read that wrong. They're not giving you 11 days. They're giving you about 8 days, excuse me, for Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. That's not a lot of time considering there's 3 different ones there, but hey, they're assuming that you're burnt out of them already, right? But whatever this familiar Pokemon is, they're giving you 11 days of that. That's what I meant to say. So we'll finish out this month with Darkrai. Hopefully you all get your shinies. And we'll see what happens from there. So I think that's all the news. Some of you may have the Verizon outfit already. But there is something new here, so let's actually go into the shop real quick. I want to show off that and change that outfit for my character. So let's assume that we're recording. We are. Let's go into the shop real quick. So I've shown you all the news. I'm going to claim my daily box, and they've got new items available. So let's pull them up here. Longchamp, that's where you want to go. And I'm only seeing the backpack here. So let's actually see if Topps has anything new. Oh, look at that. Crown Tundra uniform. Let's go ahead and try it out. There, we've got the Crown Tundra uniform. That was free. What do they have in bottoms? Is it the same? Yeah. So bottoms doesn't really do anything. It's all just a onesie. And I guess we're in the Crown Tundra now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this outfit, but for the sake of the video, we'll have it on. Where I am, it's not really that cold right now. It's, 57 in the morning, 75 during the day. Your boy's in shorts right now. That's what kind of weather it is heading into November. So that being said, if I don't find anything, next video, if I do, we'll show that. But wait, there's more. You guys wanted to see Giovanni, so let's stop that there and pull up the Giovanni videos. Let's talk that footage before I do anything else, because I can hear it already. You forgot to show this and that. So here's Cliff here. Why don't you fight us? Team Go Rocket gave so many of us a community, a purpose. What's wrong with that? Can't be mad at you for that, Cliff. I don't know. But yeah, we got through the interesting development or whatever. He's telling you more about Shadow Mewtwo. That is Professor Willow here. I'm not going to read all of that. We're just going to let this play and do what it's doing. This is 5 out of 6. Enter Egg Sting development. Excuse me, that's the name of that. So that clip is finished there. Here's me looking for Giovanni. There was a couple of fakes that I found. I hated that it had me drive over town to find that. But I ended up finding him, and it took me some time to find him. So, I don't know. I tried it out with a Kyogre, and that didn't go over as well as it needed to be, because I should have let out with the Machamp, and as you can see here, I'm pretty much dead even with the Persian and having to use a shield first, when I should have been using whatever charge move to milk 2 of the shields off the Persian ASAP, and that's not what happened here. So while I'm able to take out the Persian, it wasn't worth the effort here. So I don't remember what happens in the rest of this fight, but I can tell you it shouldn't take me 9 minutes to beat Giovanni, and that's what we're up against here. So I probably lost. He's got a cool Kangaskhan here, and there went my Kyogre, my 100%. Oh, no, that wasn't my 100%er. I've still got one of those in here, but I bring it out here to handle this Kangaskhan, and it just looks cool with the red eyes. Much cooler than Magnemite and what have you. And I should just put this in another video, but we'll make this an extended play just because. And so that way it's done. I can move on. But like I said, I may find the Galarian Sirfetch'd, or I may get that and find the Ponyta. I believe the Ponyta is in 1-star raids, and maybe out in the no, it's not out in the wild. It's in 1-star raids and in some egg. I don't know what form egg, but I don't have any egg slots free, hence why I don't have any of these new 12K egg Pokemon that are out. They have some new data entries in there, or dex entries. I don't have them, but here's the bad boy here, the Mewtwo. The Shadow Mewtwo is pretty strong, and he's going against my Kyogre here with Surf, which it's not doing a whole lot. And although I have 2 Pokemon left to his 1, there just drops one of them, and we're left with Groudon, who you would think would be able to do something, but no, just a couple of hits, he's just all the way like 3 or 4 hits, he took out Groudon. You don't realize it when you're fighting. You're thinking, hey, I got enough time, I should be able to block an attack or something. Nope. And again, I'm mad. I'm like, Candela, do something, come in and help out. So I revived them quickly, and we're going to do this one more time. My game is weird where I think a lot of you like to wait until I'm asleep, or when you think I'm asleep, to knock me out of gems, and then all of a sudden, after I've thrown away like a dozen revives, oh, here's some Pokemon you can revive. Yeah, but for those of you asking, I'm better now. I think I'm going to be okay. Some tough times that I went through, but it is what it is. I'm going to be fine, and I don't plan on talking about or referencing any of this stuff anymore. I may do like a year in review for 2020. I believe I will, and kind of fill you in a little bit more. I don't put my personal stuff out there like that, but I do want to give some context to some of you who were scared and fearful based off of how cryptic I was. But no reason to worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here making videos for you guys. So, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So if you miss me, you've got plenty of videos here to look at. Show those some love. So I do the right thing this time, and I've got the Machamp out here. Machamp is playing no games. He's swinging all 4 of his fists here, and I'm not letting Persian, you know, even play rough with me. See what I did there? So what I wanted was to have Dynamic Punch ready, which I do, to go against Kangaskhan, who's a normal type, and this is going to hurt Kangaskhan because I believe both shields were milked, and I got an excellent. Oh, both shields were not, but had they been, oh, here's a Dynamic Punch here. Here is one right here, and it is probably going to take out Kangaskhan here, if we're being honest. Oh, almost. You can say almost doesn't count, but them before us, right? So now we're at the end, going against Mewtwo, and I'm trying to go in. Machamp is the MVP here, trying to go in for the kill shot, and it's not very effective against the Shadow Mewtwo. But guess what? The sacrifices that Machamp made to get, you know, just a good, you know, 1/4 of its life down opens the way for Kyogre to do what it needs to do, which is get us halfway. Kyogre's not really going to do a whole lot here, and we didn't bring in. Oh, we did. We brought in 2 Kyogres. I probably should not have done that. So if you're wondering how I lost, this is probably how this ended up being a 9-minute video. I was sure this was going to be in, and you know how sure I was? Once I saw there was 2 Kyogres, I was super surprised that there was another Kyogre, and I lost again. You failed as soon as you challenged me, trainer. So, but it's okay. We've learned from this mistake, and it's that Kyogre is not the matchup. We're going to bring Champ back in here, though. Champ, and I'm imagining I got Latios or Reshiram in here, but probably Latios, who, you know, is arguably my best fighter here, and we're going to make things happen here. So here we're going to bounce back here, and just a repeat of what we saw before. No reason to really talk about it much, but let me know, what Pokemon are you guys looking forward to most, the Sirfetch'd or the Ponyta? Ponyta looks awesome. Somebody I saw online was like, why is it not a fairy type? And I wanted to respond and say, well, if you played the game, you know why. But then at the same time, it's like, they could have made it anything. They chose for it to be psychic. And psychic is probably cooler than, you know, whatever fairy type would have been. But I don't know. It's a whole Rochambeau, right? So they say, hey, we'll make this one psychic, and psychic's going to be weak to this and that and so on. Psychic will be better than fighting mind over, you know, matter and what have you. So I think that's what they were going for. I don't actually know. I obviously don't work for Game Freak, but that was my thinking there. They want to make sure that if they did bring in a fairy type, the fairy type is dominant to another type, which is also weak to another type, and, you know, the whole circle of life there. But yeah, I'm excited for Sirfetch'd. I wish I didn't have to make 10 excellent throws for it, but it is what it is. Got plenty of Farfetch'd candy from when Farfetch'd was first unlocked here. So, that being said, what else could we actually address here in this video? I really don't think I think we've covered everything. You know, one of the things was, you know, hey, what are they going to do for the rest of the world? I'm imagining there's more, you know, that covers, I don't think it covers, well, Is Verizon in Canada? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been to Canada. You know, I'm under the impression that, like I said in another video, Tim Hortons would have something going on, or somebody up north, because what you can see now is they've covered Mexico, they covered the US with 2 things, and now Canada needs something. And maybe they'll move from there to the rest of the world with little partnerships. So there, down went Frazier. We took him out. 8 max revives. And that's what we wanted to see here. You wanted to see me take on Giovanni, and here's the gift. Now, I've already got one of these. I'm going to tell you, just like all the other YouTubers, don't purify the Shadow Mewtwo. The advantage here is clear. It's going to do more attack, and it's, regardless of whether it has frustration or not, it's going to do more than a regular purified Mewtwo and or just a regular Mewtwo, excuse me. So it's going to do better than either one of those, and you will be able to get rid of frustration. If you did the research for this last community day, you got an Elite TM. They gave it to you in the research, which was awesome because they don't normally have to do that. So that appears to be the rest of the footage. It looks like it's done. Well, if you don't use that, sorry for the dead spot, I was reading the text and thinking about responding to that. If you don't get that from that, I'm sure end of the year, and I've said that in another video, you'll be able to get rid of that frustration. Yeah, that was a joke, I think. I don't know, hopefully you laughed. But we're gonna wrap the video up here. I'm going to be on the lookout, and I'll include that if it doesn't take too long. If I don't, next video I'll show you the fruits of my labor. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the little things you've done for me, the comments, the sharing, the posts, the likes. Follow me on Twitch and YouTube. We took out Mike Tyson this year. That video's coming soon. Look at the YouTube videos. There's new stuff there. Astral Chain is up there. I got a new series with my homeboy Gen X. Check those videos out. I beat Contra. I don't know if I streamed that or not, but those are 2 games right there that I successfully finished this year, 2020, that I never thought I'd finish. We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake that I know people have been asking for that, and I've not been diligent in playing that, but it is coming. Trust me, it's somewhere in my to-do list. It may happen sometime this evening. You just never know. I expect that I think I'm about halfway into the game, and the plan is to get 3/4 of the way into the game this next stream, so be on the lookout for that. But I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Those 4 things are what I need for everybody who watches these videos to do. You know, you can't come to the video, expect for a code, and you don't watch, share, like, and all that other stuff. So wink, wink. Do those things, and you never know what happened. People have gotten giveaways and prizes here. Dennis Studer, you need to get up with me if you want your Community Day prize. You had the lowest shiny CP mega form of Charizard for the Community Day. That was a mouthful. But again, love you guys. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. See you in the next one. Captain Sensation! Sorry, I'm eating. I'm one of those people that I get Halloween candy and then I eat it before Halloween. I guess this is my Halloween video, right? No, but check it. I did get some Ponyta footage. I'm only putting it up there now, after the fact, without the yellow hat on and everything, because I don't know when this is going to go up. I'm getting ready to hit some Darkrai raids because there weren't any in town earlier. It was a, pun intended, ghost town when it came to Darkrai, but 2 have been spotted back to back. So what I'm going to do is, hey, if you watch these videos, you're a YouTube subscriber, and you're also a friend of me in the game, we're going to do a private lobby for those of you and a second group for everybody else. I'll try to bring out the second account for that if I can, for everybody else. That being said, the Ponyta is only available today in raids, so do that. Otherwise, you're going to have to try to make your odds with any of the eggs. Yeah, it'll be in eggs. Galarian Farfetch'd also is still available, just, you know, I think also in eggs and maybe in some kind of, I don't know, he's good for PvP, but you can still get them too. It's just not going to be as easy because, you know, this is where they're everywhere for 24 hours. So depending on where you are, if you're California time or wherever, East Coast, you might have a couple more hours, but everywhere else, these things are still going to be out. When I say a couple more, I mean for the raids, but just in the wild for the Farfetch'd, I think you've got till midnight maybe. So go ahead and take care of that when you can, however you can. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out.